Hello, people of God. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you are being blessed through this revelational studies. By the end of 100 years after the flood, the first world empire was built by Nimrod's family. They usurped Shem's throne first and called themselves the kings of Akkad, and later moved into Assyria and were established as the kingdom of Assyria. Elam was subdued and was even forbidden to use their own language. Elam inherited the family language of Noah, which was spoken from the beginning before the division of the languages. Some vocabulary from ancient Elamite language includes words like Amma for mother, Appa for father, Ni or Nin for you, Ur for village, Kan for I, etc. These are words still in use in South India. Elam broke free from Assyrian oppression and grew into a mighty kingdom, fighting many wars. Elamites chose their next king from the family of the eldest sister. The eldest son of the eldest sister became the next king. The princess could marry her cousin and become the next queen. It was called Akka Magan dynasty or sister's sons dynasty. Kings of Elam called themselves king of Shushan and Anchan. Shushan is named after the first son of Elam, and the meaning of the word Anchan is fearless in Tamil. The land was called Haltamti or Haltamli by the Elamites, and their neighbors called them Elam too. The mountainous region was called Malayan. Malay means mountain in Tamil and Malayalam. The flood of Noah happened after 1656 years since Adam's creation. About 100 years later, the different city state nations were established. Biblically, this means Elam became a city state around BC 2244 and remained a powerful kingdom till BC 646 for about 1578 years. To get a clear understanding, we will see what was happening in Israel around that time. When Hezekiah was king in Judah, Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, came against the northern kingdom of Israel, and the next Assyrian king Sargon too completed the war and took the Israelites as captives to the cities of Medes and Assyria in BC 722. An Elamite king by the name Merodach Baladan ruled over Babylon around this time. He is the one who sent a team of well-wishers, ambassadors to inquire about Hezekiah's health after he recovered from his sickness. And Hezekiah opened his treasure rooms and exposed all the wealth that he and the previous kings of Judah had gathered. Sennacherib, king of Assyria, defeated this Elamite Babylonian king Merodach Baladan, and he went back to Elam. Then Sennacherib turned against the kingdom of Judah. He came and mocked King Hezekiah and the God of Israel. His whole army of 185,000 died in one night, slain by the angel of God. This Sennacherib was killed by his own sons when he went back into his own country. Then Esarhaddon, his younger son, became the next king. Esarhaddon divided the kingdom between his two sons before he died. He allotted the land of Assyria for his oldest son Ashurbanipal and Babylon to his younger son Shamash-shum-okim. But Shamash-shum-okim was not pleased with this arrangement, as Ashurbanipal continued to do the rituals that were allotted for the king of Babylon. Shamash-shum sought the support of Elam to war against Ashurbanipal, but they couldn't prevail. Ashurbanipal defeated the combined army, burned his brother to death, and destroyed Babylon. By then, Elam was having infights within the kingdom about the inheritance of the crown, and their defense system was weakened by this disunity. Though Elam was a united kingdom, it was made up of several smaller city-states within the kingdom. Shushan and Anshan were their principal states. The defense system within Elam was weakened by the disunity, and Ashurbanipal took notice of this and came against Elam. The Syrians were notorious for their cruel torture to their defeated enemies, but it reached an all-time high when Ashurbanipal came against Elam in 647 BC. The war method left no doubt in the hearts of Elamites about what Ashurbanipal was determined to accomplish. It was genocide. He didn't want anything of Elam to remain anymore. Many chose to leave their homeland and flee. They were scattered into several lands. A great migration took place. Many crossed the Sindhu River and entered a new land called India. Ashurbanipal boasted about his great victory over Elam. He said he filled the rivers of Elam with bodies, and everywhere there were heaps of them. He robbed the palace in Shushan and took all the precious treasures of Elam, including what he inherited from Noah and Shem. Then he burned the palace to ashes. He boasted of exposing even all the bones of the ancient kings of Elam as he broke open their tombs and carried the bones to Assyria. Ashurbanipal could build a great library with all the robbed treasures and documents of Elam. The disunity of Elam caused them to scatter. Those who reached India settled into smaller kingdoms from the north to the south and crossed into what is called Sri Lanka now. Only the families who crossed to Sri Lanka retained the ancient name of their kingdom, Elam, in their land, while others named themselves according to their present kings. We'll continue our story of Elam, part 3, in our next video. Thank you for listening. God bless you.